Good morning, students. Welcome in online English class. I hope all of you did yesterday's homework neatly in your notebook. Students, as you knew that yesterday we read the letter which was written by Jim McPherson to his wife Connie McPherson. In the letter, Jim described how both troops celebrated Christmas in the middle of the war. Now today we are going to start next part of the story. So after reading the letter, the author put it back in the envelope. He kept awake all night. He decided to give the letter back to whom it belonged. And as you know, class, to whom it was belonged? It was belonged to Connie McPherson. Connie McPherson kept that letter in the drawer of the roll-top desk which was purchased by the author from the junk shop. So the letter was belonged to the Connie McPherson. The address was of Bridport, Dorset. As you know that the address was mentioned on the envelope. So he knew the address also. And what was the address? The address was of Bridport, Dorset. So he drove to that place. The house number 12 turned out to be nothing but a burned out shell. Burned out shell means destroyed by fire. The roof gaping, the windows boarded up. Boarded up means covered with wooden boards. So the house number 12 was destroyed by the fire. So the author knocked at the house next door and asked about Miss McPherson and asked about Mrs. McPherson. Then the old man replied that he knew Mrs. McPherson very well. A bit muddle-headed. Muddle-headed means confused. She was a confused lady. And why she was confused lady? Because of her age, as she was 101 years old. The old man told that Mrs. McPherson was in the house when it caught fire. No one really knew how the fire had started, but it could well have been candles, because Mrs. McPherson used candles rather than electricity, as she thought electricity was too expensive. So how the fire took place? The fire took place maybe through the candles. The fireman had got her out just in time. The fireman had got her out just in time. Now she was in a nursing home, Burlington House on the Dorchester Road. Now she was in a nursing home. And where the nursing home was? What was the name of the nursing home? And it was on the Dorchester Road, on the other side of the town. After getting this news, the author decided to go Burlington Nursing Home. When he entered in the nursing home, he saw hallway lighted and a decorative Christmas tree kept in corner. He asked for Mrs. McPherson. While waiting, he observed that everyone in the dining room was singing and wearing a paper hat. This showed that day was a Christmas day. The matron means students, nurse. The matron offered a mince pie just like a cake, and took him along the corridor. She told him that Mrs. Macpherson was not with the others. She would be happy to have a visitor, as she did not have a family. The author reached there. He saw an old lady was sitting in a wheelchair. She folded hands in her lap. Her hair was folded in a wispy bun. Wispy bun means, students, a woman's hairstyle where the hair is brought together into a round shape. In Hindi we can say juda. Juda ki jo hairstyle, that's called wispy bun. She was gazing out at the garden. The author wished her Merry Christmas. The author wished her Merry Christmas, Connie, and gave her the tin box. Connie looked up at the author vacantly, but her eyes lit up when he called her Connie and gave her the tin box. He opened the box and gave it to her. Only that moment her eyes lit up with recognition and her face became soft. Soft means spread all over her face. So a glow of happiness spread all over her face. And why it happened, students? Because author told her Merry Christmas, Connie. She reached out and took his hand. Her eyes filled with tears. She, the old lady, thought that Jim had returned. It was her belief that had her husband kept her promise. He was back. He had returned on the evening of Christmas. What was the promise? That he had returned on the evening of Christmas. She made him sit beside her. She kissed his cheek. She talked long and lovingly to him. She said that she had got the best Christmas present in the world. She said that she had got the best Christmas present in the world. Students, read this story. I hope all of you understand the story, how the author got the letter. He read the beautiful incident, and after reading it, give back it to its owner. And who was the owner? Mrs. Macpherson. And Mrs. Macpherson mistook the author by understanding him as Jim. So read this letter, read this story carefully. Thank you. Have a nice day.